We're about 15 miles or so west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in the Arizona suburb of Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Arizona Cardinals. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away, and we may have a face mask here right at the start. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now an option play on 2nd down. Quick throw completed by Watson. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 39. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Watson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams...
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Finds the open target, Arnold. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
I got it. Safe. Check. Crunch. Hold. Under crunch.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. And again this time to the tailback. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On the tackle.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Here's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
Well, they didn't into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
31.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
31, the ball carrier.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Shotgun now for Murray. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Marcel Darius flies in at 331 pounds for the sack.
Field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
And it's no good. Gonzalez pulled it, but there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
A lack of discipline defensively on fourth down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
55,
From the gun, Murray. Able to find Isabella. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Goal at the 6-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
He was
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Now a handoff looking right. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
It's the score, Cardinals 7. Texans nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Well, now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Complete to Will Fuller.
Will Fuller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
The game at 7. Justin Hopkins set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella.
At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Off of play action, it's Watson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this one is incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
And it brings up 3rd down.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Yet it brings up
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. A quick throw out wide to Fuller. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
To Will Fuller. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Ahead of the chains now. 2nd and 2. And they give this time to the tailback. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Tackle made by
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft it.
Watson on first down. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this play a lot like the previous one. Thanks to that stout Cardinal defense, back-to-back they've been tackled behind the line. Looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, Watson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Texans have taken the lead.
Justin Hopkins.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella.
10. At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they won't.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
After the interception, here's Watson looking for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
2nd and 10.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They're going option play on 3rd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words every time we hear that. Things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. To throw, it's Murray. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Marcel Darius able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. And his throw here's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. The sack there by J.J. Watt. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And taken at the 46. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
It's a gain of 20. And the Texans first down.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Complete.
Deshaun Watson with his third touchdown pass of this first half. And the Texans will extend their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10. At their
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. And right away, he'll look to throw on the slant, complete to Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
41 Mike. 41 Mike.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Caught left side, Hopkins.
Ooh, he's
Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
At the 23-yard line.
From the gun, here's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
To Will Fuller.
Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Texans will add on to their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
On first down, Drake. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8. From the 44, Murray. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Whitney merciless, barreling in for the sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Throwing is Murray on third down. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, now I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
The tackle.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Back to throw, Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon. And the Texans push further out in front.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Murray has it knocked loose, fumble, and the Texans scoop it. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
30-yard line.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now they try the right side here. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. On the right hash. Officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Defensively, you've got the nice lead here in the 4th quarter. You're saying, if they want to get a run of a little over 10 yards, that's okay.
I hear what you're doing there, and I think you're onto something. They've loosened up on defense, so don't get fooled by the nice runs you're getting now. You've got to get bigger plays, possibly think about throwing the football a bit more here.
Right back to him on 1st down. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39.
31.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
I can't believe they let you play.
Murray now on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Hopkins. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
30-yard line.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun. Murray. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Andy Isabella, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals cut into that lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. Throwing again, Murray. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game.
38. Cardinals 22.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start. But now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball. Getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. From the gun, Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 71-yard punt return. And the Cardinals get a bit closer.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. It's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as he'll try to get it to a one-score game with a two-point conversion. And they're going to get the two. It's caught. So they get the conversion. And now we're back to a one-score game.
Cardinals 30.
So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a two-point conversion to tie. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
First down, Houston.
And they'll try to save the timeouts to use on defense if need be as he runs up and spikes it. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll.
If you know about the cardboard, the trapdoor's supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Texans send the punter out. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
And they want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line.
10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Murray. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is up to 15 now. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. On the return, Andy Isabella. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game.
30.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Texans, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they